3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Mike 180. Check, Mike 42. It's a party now.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's Robinson again on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They can't hang with us.
Mayfield looks to throw.
Let's go, let's go.
Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville. On first down, Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Mayfield now from the 50. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. A nice throw there by Mayfield, a guy who really reemerged as the season and later the playoffs went on last year. What are defenses trying to do against him?
Well, the first thing defenses want to do is use his emotion against him because he's such a passionate player. But sometimes he comes up really hyped up and the ball might sail a little bit early. But as the game settles in, the next part is make sure you chip away at his timing, put the pressure on him so maybe his feet don't get quite set, and then he's not able to be as accurate as he normally is.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Point it right.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Switch up. Undercrush.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Joe Reed returning. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. He's grassy. He's checking grass. Kill, kill, kill.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check, 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 check.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 49. Mike 49. Easy, easy, easy. Mike 49. 49, guys. Mike 49. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Out.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You're trash. You're trash. Take 4. Take 4. Zip, zip.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. And he will find the rookie from LSU, Terrace Marshall.
Let's go.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Guys, Mike 49. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 20.
Mike 49. Mike 49.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. 20. 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
What you doing, dog? What are you
And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Reed returning. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
All day, every day, any day. 42's mark, 42's mark. Watch switch. Check the back, check the back. Check 37,
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
Night 42. Check the outs.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Watch the curl. Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic. Exit. Kill. Check 52. Alert flare. Watch twins.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, and he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic. Check 50.
To throw, Kaepernick. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is. And let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley Cox, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run the counter. Robinson. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Right here.
Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42. You go night-night. Go night-night.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Mayfield off the play fake. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. To throw, Mayfield.
Let's get off the field, G. Let's
That is caught. Westbrook's got it. Touchdown, Titans. D.D. Westbrook, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. But it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They had no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, baby. Let's go.
That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Check, 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 check. Check, check.
Off. Alert, 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 alert.
10, 49, check 49, check 49.
On the run, it's Robinson. Oh, he bowls over him. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Here's Reed. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jabril Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Monday. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Throwing is Kaepernick on third down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
On first down, Pollard. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
14's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Mike 14. Let's go, Mike 14.
To throw, Kaepernick. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Quiddy Pay able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Let's get that ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
The kick by Gold is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Reed returning. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
42.
Hey, 91.
Kaepernick going to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Kaepernick now on first down. He's got Cole on the slant, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Now Kaepernick. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Marshall. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw is Kaepernick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Here's Kaepernick to throw, sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Good job, good job.
Terrace Marshall, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
I know what the scoreboard says here, but for all those who are playing fantasy football, their scoreboards are different. Points scored could benefit someone.
Boswell good with the extra point, so they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you. I got you.
Again, it's Robinson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Check back.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Bang. Check 99.
They'll run here with Robinson. Robinson, a first down and then some. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A first down throw for Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Check. 42's the mic. Double dog.
Run.
That's the way.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Miles Jack with a sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
56, the mic, boys. 56.
Hurry!
Let's get it together, defense.
Mayfield. Under pressure, they got him again. Javon Kinlaw providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here now, Johnny Townsend. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Kaepernick now on first down. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
On first down, Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hurry,
They'll run again here with Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Easy.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You got 3 down.
Easy.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
You got 3 down.
Kaepernick now to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Let's go, interception, baby, let's go.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 112 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
It's going to be a long day.
They run the counter. It's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run. Robinson. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Mike,
On third down, Robinson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.